Hey, Phantomaniacs, it's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It is time for the final AEW Unrivaled Collection Series 9 review. Captain Charisma, Christian Cage, somebody who we've all been fans of for years and years and years now. One of the most underrated wrestlers working today. And I feel weird saying that because I feel like everybody's like, oh yeah, Christian's really good. But I think even with that, he's still underrated. So I've got several Christian figures already, but I had to have a Christian AEW figure. I just did. And also, look, everybody was bagging on this portrait when they first showed the images. To me, it looked just like him, like he looks now. We'll get it out of there and check it out a little bit more closely. But, I mean, that's what the dude looks like. This is from Rampage, or this is supposedly from Rampage, August 13th, 2021 in Pittsburgh. Let's open it up and take a look and see how well this fella is held up in his AEW career. Interesting, I just noticed this. Rather than regular tape, these have circular adhesive pieces holding the box shut. I love the look of the AEW boxes, but I'm not a huge fan of how complicated they are to open if you're not just a complete maniac. I'm running out of space. I've done all of these reviews on the Saturday before Double or Nothing because I just wanted to knock them all out, and I wanted to go ahead and get these figures out and put them up on the shelf. So I've reviewed a lot of figures today, potentially more to come if I can make the time for a few other things that I've got going on here, but I wanted to absolutely get these AEW Unrivaled Series 9 figures done. So let's talk about this portrait. I mean, you guys, this is what this dude looks like. I think this is one of the best portraits Jazwares has done. Christian still looks great, but he looks older now. He doesn't look like young, fresh-faced, brood Christian anymore. He looks like a grizzled old veteran. And I think it's a great look. I actually like his face now more than I did back in the day. He's got so much character. It just looks like a canny, wise guy who's probably going to take advantage of you in the ring. Not like in a real way, but in a kayfabe way. I think they've done a great job capturing that here. Let's take a look at the alternate portrait, which has an expression. So, it's not those teeth. This also, it's maybe a little cartoony, but it's not bad. Those teeth are so white. Whiter than white. They look like Roman Reigns' teeth. Who put Roman Reigns' teeth in Christian Cage's head? This looks pretty good too, though. I like it, but my favorite expression for Christian is going to be just kind of that quiet. He's got resting snooty face, and that's what's going on here. So that's the one that's going to go on the shelf. The tattoo, they didn't quite nail it. It's a little too dark. It's correct, but it's just too dark. It looks like Sharpie. Elbow pads, again, that nice soft material. Well, these aren't quite as soft as some of the other ones. Although if you work them around a little bit, they'll be fine. Those double jointed elbows, you can kind of move the pads around to get the articulation or the pose you want. Everything looks really nice. Got big, thick wristbands. These arms might actually be a little thick for old Christian. Or actually, it's not even the arms. It's just his wrists look very, very thick to me. But look at that. This is all sculpted. This is not just painted on. This is a sculpted wrist tape or wristbands, whatever, which is nice. It's just a little too thick here. It should taper down a bit more. Physique-wise, I think they've done a great job capturing what the dude looks like right now. He might have a little too much butt because Christian Cage at this point in his career, AEW was able to afford Christian Cage, but they were not able to afford to hire his butt as well. But you know what? That's pretty accurate. That actually does look pretty good. I really dug this orange and black and white gear. I thought it looked really cool. And my gosh, look at the detail that they've captured here. I think we might have missed some white. Whatever this says. Does that say JR? Is that a reference to his real name? Is it a tribute to good old JR? What's going on there? It does. Look at that. It says JR. But the white should extend down into this bottom part here. They didn't quite get that. I wonder if you can get... what did I do? Oh, here we go. Look at that. It says JR. So was he going to be is it Riso? Jay Riso? At one point? Is that what that is? But wait, it says Cage on the side. Huh. Or is, I guess maybe it's just acknowledgement. Maybe it's just ready. I don't know. Who knows? I'm sure Christian Cage knows. I like the waist articulation on these very much. It's not a cut joint. It's kind of a ball joint with a lot of flexibility. And it doesn't, you can't really turn it all the way to the side, but you shouldn't be able to because waists don't move like that. The boots look right. The tall laced boots. Ankle articulation is standard modern articulation. This is like a deceptively great figure. Look at, he's got the long legs, like the legs look right proportionally. He looks exactly right. This is, you guys, I'm going to call this like an underdog figure. Aside from his big thick wrists, they've really done a great job on him. This might be the best Christian figure I own now. I mean, it just really, really looks great. It looks just like the guy. So let's take a look height-wise at what we were dealing with here. As we've seen, most of the AEW figures are about 7 inches. He's just shy of 7 inches, and Christian's a pretty tall dude. And so compared to MJF, who is kind of your average AEW guy, this seems accurate to me. Proportionally, height-wise, everything else, I think they've done a pretty nice job. Let's set MJF to the side. I ordered this because I'm a fan of Christian, and I'm specifically a fan of Christian being in AEW, doing what he's doing, helping the younger talent, and being the wrestling genius that he is. But I gotta say, I could do without this, without quite so much of a gap in the head here. That's kind of a lot. I mean, it's from the front, it's fine, but from the side, that's a little much. But anyway, this is a great figure. I was not expecting to like this figure as much as I do. I look forward to more Christians in the future. He's already had a few different really cool sets of gear in AEW. I think we could maybe do even better with some alternate facial expressions. And nice job. Jazwares is killing it with this line. They've made some mistakes, but overall, to me, this is the line of wrestling figures to be collecting, especially if you're an AEW fan, which I am. So there you go. Thanks for watching, you guys. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your peeps about needless things, and come back next week for even more new toy reviews.
Smash that like button if you like needless things.